Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Okay guys, I've got a special guest on today. He is like a serial world record hunter right now for new accounts. So I thought I'd get him on and find out what he's up to, what's his next challenge. I will say we just did another collab, which I'm going to link down below on Oddwan's channel, talking about GODFORGE actually and talking about the alpha experience. So Oddwan, welcome to the channel. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It's good to be back, right? It's good to be back on the channel, and it's been a while since I had a collab with you. Really missed it. You were really busy. I kind of went out of the raid sphere for a while, but
Yeah.
I'm back.
Well, so last time we really did some collabs was, I guess it was the last big free to play challenge before this year. So well, maybe we've spoken since then, but you were like one of the biggest pushers of a free-to-play challenge in the year before, and you were like head-to-head going up against basically some of the top competitors in that mode. In fact, you were doing things which didn't feel like they were even possible. The amount of 6 stars that you were grinding out, taking free champions and making them absolute beasts, and it was impressive. Honestly, it was impressive. So I guess, yeah, talk us through what you've been doing over the last few months.
Okay, so pretty much what's been happening is because of the way that raid happened last year towards the end of the year, we know we had the whole Hydra situations, the buffs, the nerfs. Yeah. Like, we know how, stuff happens with raid. They do stuff that piss people off. It actually got towards the end of last year, it got to a point where, like, it put, the what's it called? The straw that broke the camel's back was towards the end of the year with all the negativity. Because of obviously all of that happening, I didn't feel like covering it. Like, the negativity in the community made my views drop a lot. And because this is my full-time job, and I have to earn a living, playing this as a full-time job and not getting that much income, I decided to quit back in December, right?
Okay.
And I was playing King Arthur. I was enjoying that, it was really fun. But King Arthur did some mistakes, unfortunately. They could have been better. And that slowly started dying. So I'm waiting for GODFORGE to come out. But in the meantime, I said, you know what? After 5-6 months, let's have a look at raid. Let's see what's happening again, because I've heard some stuff that was interesting, some good quality of life that was introduced. Yeah. And I was like, let me try, let's do some fun stuff. So the first thing that I actually did was, I think a month and a half ago, I saw that there was the cool promo code of 200 Hanorach.
Yes.
Right? So I said, you know what? I see 200 Hanorach. I see there's the new player links from people like, Fateless has links, Cobb, several other people. I'm not sure, like, I don't think you have them because it's only other people that don't get, like, the sponsorships. But people that have sponsorship have specific links. They give you some amazing power starters. And I saw some links. I was like, there's the 200 Hanorach. Brings increased speed, increased defense, cleanse, all the good stuff for clan boss. Then we have a Deacon armed, right? So she's just like the queen.
Yeah.
She brings removes debuffs every time she gets a turn. And also, there's a quirky thing with this passive that, if I've seen it correctly, it doesn't work like Skull Crushers. So if she gets the stun and cleanses it, it doesn't put her stuff on cooldown.
Oh, interesting.
She cleanses it. Okay. Yeah, she cleanses it and then puts the stuff on cooldown. She cleanses it before
the turn. Yeah, makes sense.
So that was pretty interesting. And I said, you know what, between her, with all the, again, increased speed, increased defense, makes it 2-to-1 ratio, decreased attack. Then we get the link that gives us Deacon Armstrong, right? Like, that's an amazing one. Deacon being, honestly, it just reinforces that the Sacred Order Epic Deacon Armstrong is just...
I always get confused with Bannerlord and Sacred Order.
They look the same. But honestly, it just reiterated to me that Deacon Armstrong, for overall utility, he's the #1 epic in the game. Like, Geomancer is the king, but for overall utility, the things that he brings, again, turn meter control, right, from the 3rd skill, speed in all battles, decreased defense, and the leech, it's like, you know what? This sounds like I could make an Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss team. And Verges, one of the, like, meh epics, ally protectors, but still, Verges, he brought. So I said, let me try and do that. And, well, I actually came up and I managed to get, I think, again, if people seen something else, let me know in the comments down below. But I actually got, I think, a world record 35 days in using only free to obtain champions and free gear, right? Fully free to play. And I got 4 kills tonight. I'm like, damn.
So just over 1 month, you've conquered Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. I guess, so I know you're doing another challenge right now, yeah? But
yes, I
guess maybe speak to how different that initial experience is then, because I noticed it in fairness, this year on the free to play, there's a lot more in the game which makes this type of thing possible compared to, if we tried to do this, say, even when you were last in the free to play competition, I don't think this would have been possible. Not just the champions, by the way. I think there's just a lot more power in the game. So yeah, talk to that quickly in terms of...
Yeah, so pretty much there's a few things. One thing that I want to mention, if there's like people that start playing Raid nowadays, if they don't watch YouTube or they don't start with like specific links, the experience would not be as enjoyable from my point of view. But if you know what you're doing and you start with links, get yourself some strong champs, you get yourself a promo code that gives you like a void legendary or like, not the legendary on this one. I chose to go with Thol and Falbier because you know what? It's relatable. So I went with him. It's definitely a better start because, you get straight up, start with the legendary, start with 2 legendaries. My first 6-star, I got Thol in 24 hours in. He was 6-star. It's like, it's so much easier. Then you also have that free silver that they give you at the beginning, right? They give you the like 2 million day one, then a million. Then you also start with the apprentice pass that kind of like gives you that one kind of pardon my French, screwed me over because I was preparing Elhain to be a 5-star chicken and I couldn't because it's like try to unlock her. See what it says.
Try to unlock it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't because you're an apprentice, right? Okay.
I'm like, no, that was
so in terms of what you're doing for like speed running, and you're trying to just like grind food as quick as you can, use food as quick as you can. So for you would have just fed her, but obviously for a new player, that's the apprentice pass. I think is pretty decent. Like, in terms of,
that one can help because it kind of gives you, if you don't start with the legend and stuff, it kind of gives you lots of resources, gives you burrows, it gives you. I think you can still check it in the passes. I think it's still there, right? That's something that wasn't in the game. It's just at the bottom, right to the challenges, passes.
Oh, there, yeah, okay.
Yep, down over there. And you can see, it just gives you level up Elhain, give her ascensions, skill ups, whatever, daily challenges. But the rewards are pretty good. Like the one thing that blew my mind, look at the day 1 reward.
Yeah, like 6 pieces of lifesteal. Yeah.
There you go. We know we always like, let's get lifesteal in our campaign farmer. Giving you that early on, then lots of silvers, lots of brews, more lifesteal later.
Like the chickens are just getting you that development quicker. It's for things like this, like competition type stuff where I'm just trying to get the quickest thing that I can done. And actually, by the way, for those who played Raid for a long time, one of the things that I always realize when we do these free to play challenges is the early game is really fun. Like when you've got a new account, you're kind of like working your way towards something. It's really fun. Everything's a challenge. I put way more time and dedication into that like free to play series because I know that because I want to try and beat this stuff again, and I'm like, how can I beat it with what I've got? I haven't got all the champions under the sun. Like, it really is a fun experience to go in again, and I kind of like what you're doing here in terms of like, I'm just gonna try and beat this record. I'm just gonna try and beat this record because it's just fun, right? It's
the reason why I actually went and did the second thing is because this is like, massive shout out to the community. Obviously, there's gonna be people that like me and people that hate me, a little bit of both. But there was like the first day that I actually came back with my Ultra Nightmare account, there was an overwhelming majority of people like, oh my god, it's good to have you back. Oh, good to be back.
Nice.
It just made me melt. So I'm like, you know what? I'll stick around up until GODFORGE. And I play, and I got some other people back to the game, like one of the people that you might have seen your comments as well a lot. One of the I can call her a friend, Daisuri. She's like, she hasn't played Raid in a while. Let me start these challenges with you.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of like getting lots of other people involved because at the end of the day, the best thing about this game is the community, right? From my point of view, and getting the community involved was what made it fun. But what I personally love about these games in general is problem solving, right? Just beating stuff and whatnot. Like you said, early game is amazing, and then challenges. Give me a challenge and I'm bored. So pretty much on this one.
What day are we on here now for this account?
25.
Day 25. I'm just because I know what this challenge is, right? Day 25. What's absolutely absurd about what I'm seeing here is how many 6-star champions you've got by day 25. Like,
I mean, it's kind of like, and let me tell you this.
Is that all you're doing?
My summon luck.
Like, are you literally just? I got myself to 12-3 and then burn all of my energy in 12-3.
I didn't quite do that. Like the way that I follow this, and that's still a good way to go around with this. I would just religiously following the progress missions.
You're just doing missions, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I did not really care that much about events. I did not really care that much about tournaments. If I was completing stuff in the background while I'm doing that, fair enough. Or if I saw that I was close to like a gear enhancement event, I might get some more gems or chicken. I would level up some more. But I just religiously followed the missions.
Okay, and so just so it's clear, this challenge this time is the quickest Arbiter that's ever been got. That's what you're after.
Yes.
And do you know what? And again, only going by what we know, but what do you perceive to be the fastest one so far?
So from what I've looked online, again, fully free to play, whatnot, the fastest was 27 days.
27,
done by,
right? Okay.
Yeah, it was
you're
done
on
by
day 25 right now.
25. Yeah, tomorrow's last day.
So tomorrow, and you've still got a few to do actually. So
I mean, I need to pass this. As soon as I pass this, I should be able to blast everything else because I'm saving up my energy to be able to use those dungeons, and every single piece of gem that I'm gonna get, I'm gonna use to buy keys to do those missions. So tomorrow I'm doing it. Like tomorrow I'm gonna be live. I'm not sure when this video goes out, but tomorrow I'm gonna be live and I'm gonna be all in. I'm finishing this. If I'm not finishing this, I'll be disappointed.
So how the hell are you gonna do 140 arena wins?
Oh, go to arena, please refresh. Please refresh if there's no easy fights. I have a timer. So I normally have, okay, I know easy fight, refresh. Nothing there. Oh man. So I pretty much have a 15-minute timer on my phone. I've been having this on for the last 3 weeks since I started playing. Every 15 minutes from when I wake up till I go to bed at night, I refresh arena. I just do that.
And even if you do that, let's say you find the ones you want. I mean, do you have a bunch of so you don't have that many like refills?
I'm using gems.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, you don't have that many.
So that's equivalent to 5 gems. Then at the daily rewards, right, the timer thingy above that I can get another refill. Then by tomorrow, like overnight after reset, if I have it open for 3 hours, that's gonna be another 10 plus the 5 plus what generates. I pretty much just everything goes in there.
Okay, so you're basically burning any resource to get this mission done.
I mean, one of the things I had to do, which was the mission that got me stuck before this, I did not have enough chickens or energy to get my Void to 6-star, which was Madame Ceres. I fed 3 legendaries.
Oh wow!
Into Madame
who did you burn to?
So it was Eleanorel, which we got for free as part of a link. The high elf that puts buns, pretty decent, but not the best. It was that one over there. Then it was the Night Revenant. I fed Mother Sybil. That was the legendary that I actually pulled. I had an amazing 10 pull. Like for this challenge, in order for me to be able to do it easier, I was desperate to get an AoE HP burner, right? Because I didn't have the promo code. I didn't have Supreme Gaelic. So for Spider, for a Fire Knight, I needed that. So I pulled in the same temple. Mordecai was at the top. Mother Sybil at the bottom.
Wow.
That was insane.
Yeah, that's huge.
But that was her. And then the third one was the Silver Watcher. Let me see the chicken. I mean, she looks like a chicken. That was her. She was the third legendary. It was a chicken. Okay. That's
so
it had to be done.
All 3. So and again, like for anyone watching, this is someone just trying to do a world record. So you almost blinkered to anything else other than what gives me the things I need to progress.
So the reality was like this. The way that I kind of went with it is my problem is when I do these things, I'm not that perfect into doing world records because I always try to be efficient. I try not to feed good epics, not to feed good revs and whatnot. But I was getting over the last week, I had a ton of epics saved up because like if you see in Faction Wars, I have a decent amount of like Faction Wars stars 191 considering I'm just a little bit in. I've been saving and trying to push stuff, but I was getting to the point now where I'm like, you know what? I cannot do this. I'm attempting one record. Everything's got to go. So lots of epics were fed, lots of legendaries. I've only been saving like if I got epics or rares for the sake of Lady Mikage. But I'm prepared.
Have you already beat everything on 20? So it's just...
This is the challenge. Okay. This is the one I have to build for. But one cool thing I want to mention about this one. So after I beat it and I finish this challenge, hopefully I manage, fingers crossed I manage to do it tomorrow. After I do it with using Mordecai, I want to build up a Zephyr Sniper to try and do Spider 20 with Zephyr Sniper. If you remember the tactic back in the day.
Yeah, so basically the thinking is if you didn't manage to pull a burner,
Yeah.
how could you have done it? Because this would be a roadblock for a lot of people trying to do it, I think.
Yeah,
Getting through
I
Spider
already
20.
had a Zephyr Sniper saved up to do this for the challenge. Like I was keep using dupes and feeding it to her, but obviously because I got Mordecai, I'm like, well, goodbye.
Yeah.
You gotta show that Fire Knight 20 team. It's like, I mean, look at that. 2 uncommons.
So what's going on here with Satyr? Has he just got drop
Decrease
speed and turn meter drop? Yeah.
60% turn meter drop. Every hit he drops turn meter. That's what people keep forgetting about Satyr. So every time he crits from those 4 hits, that's 66% turn meter.
And then what? You basically just got speed up here. Was Tagore part of a link or something, or did you?
Yeah, so from the same link, I got Eleanor as thing level 10, Deacon at 30, Verges at 20, and then I was Tagwar, Deacon, Eleanor, and Verges. Yeah, those 4 were part of the link.
So one link gives you 2 legendaries and 2 epics.
No, 1 legendary and 3 epics.
Wow.
Eleanor, Deacon, Tagwar, and Verges. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then you also got the other legendary as your kind of like
promo code. Yeah.
Promo code.
Yeah, so I use Demon Slayer in the beginning because I'm like, you know what? Let me try with Tholen because it's more relatable as well. Ideally, you would go with, Tuhanora because she's a queen. She's number 1, obviously the best out of the codes that happen now.
That's actually crazy though. The starter stuff that you get now through these links is mad. It's like such a game changer in terms of starting the game.
You know what's sad though? What I noticed, unfortunately, because obviously, like we mentioned, I've played several other gacha games.
Yeah,
it's so stingy with summons the first week. Like I barely got summons. Like that's what I'm saying. I am trying to put myself again, being subjective. Not trying to jump on the hate train. But if I'm somebody who comes from a different game, like let's see, Watcher of Realms or King Arthur or Dragonair, those games give you so many summons. Like in Watcher, day 1, if not day 2, I got a legendary summon guaranteed hitting a payday if they're like 70.
Sure.
In Raid, you play for a month and you're not guaranteed to get a legendary.
I
would not play it after a few days if I don't start with knowing a promo code and a link. I will not continue playing because I'll be like, I'm stuck. I'm not getting no good pulls. Like they're not giving me summons. Why would I continue? It's like they definitely need to improve on this.
Yeah, but they are. But in terms of like the early game, I mean, you're proving it. Obviously, as someone who's super experienced, but you're proving that you can kind of beat most stuff really quickly now with the amount of power that's in the game. So things like relics obviously give you more power. If you get blessings, massive amount more power. Obviously, the champions themselves that coming through, certainly some of the free ones are really strong as well. So, I mean, it's mad. It's mad how far you're able to go in such a short period of time. Honestly, it's crazy. Like, I guess, like. You talk about the refresh thing there. You're talking about basically playing as soon as the reset happens. You're on. Like, how many hours are you putting into the game to be able to do this type of stuff?
Okay, so obviously what I'm attempting to do with the Arbiter World Record is not something realistic that the majority of the player base could do. No. I'm investing, like I said, so pretty much after I done doing Faction Wars, Doom Tower, usual dungeons, I have, like I said, 15-minute timer on my phone. So that's from like 8, 9 in the morning when I wake up till about midnight, 1 o'clock at, that's when my phone's always had the timer. As soon as I started getting into gold to Farm Arena. Sure. So that's what 14, 16 hours of refresh.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's still a lot of time. Like if you're trying to min-max and play everything, it's still a lot of time already.
Yeah. And if you're talking to someone who's going to go and try and do this, like what's the blocker for you in missions that I'm sure there's like timelines where it's like if you do not get to this point by this time, basically your attempt is over.
Yeah, so the reality is the number 1 blocker and the thing that should be spammed as soon as possible is the arena. Yeah. Because this is the one that got me stuck twice. Even though I've been doing it, like I mentioned, every 15 minutes refreshing, ever since I got to gold 3, 4, 5, which was 6, 7 days in, the arena was still the number 1 blocker. Then the other one is, this is something that, again, it's I feel like they definitely need to improve in the experience. Because of how many things there are in the game, right, areas, because how many champions we have in the game, it should be easier to make more 6 stars. Like I got stuck, like I said, with almost a month in. I should be able to have more 6-stars considering how many champs are in the game.
And you've
how
got a
many
lot.
areas.
In fairness, like you've probably got. I'd say
like,
you've
what,
probably got
8?
3 times the amount of 6-stars that most people would have right now. Like, I'd say most people might have 3 6-stars at this point. Maybe, yeah. If someone's playing like normally, you've got like 7, 8.
Yeah, it's
You've got 8.
8. Yeah, because you need 4 before you get to ascend a specific rarity. That one sucks. I wish they would change and make this retroactive of like ascend the 4th champ. Just make it retroactive. Don't make me have to get 8 ones.
You got 4 spirit. Yeah, 4 spirit guys.
Yeah, and that's why I went with Spirit in my Great Hall, because I'm like, you know what? Satyr, Armager, Deacon, I know they're going to be my teams. It's like, boom, level 9, I'm getting there. Last week, as an example, my stats, I had 380 arena fights last week.
Right.
380. And that's through like, refreshing, buying them, whatever. But now I need to like double that by tomorrow. I need to get the other 140.
Yeah, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of fights to get. And again, like, if you don't get that done, I guess you're not like. So I'm just thinking, what would be a blocker if you missed a certain time period and then the next set of missions were around? Okay, I need to make sure that I've got the void dungeon open, or all of those ones.
The keeps one or the other ones. So the first one's obviously number 1, which is the biggest blocker from my point of view. And again, this is a system. I believe after so long they have to change the way you get arena medals. They should make it easier, because not everyone's gonna have 3 years to max out. But after the arena, there's the potion keeps one, which again, it's kind of hard if you hit it. Plus the fact that they put the potion keeps wrong, right? So the way that they open is
which is probably on purpose, right? Because they don't want people to complete this in a month. Like they want people to. This is meant to be one of the first big challenges for a player, and it's meant to give players like longevity. That was the vibe of it.
It's a good vibe and it's a good idea, and I love it. And again, speaking a bit GODFORGE, I hope stuff like this is gonna be in there, because these types of things are smart. Same way as Watcher has the Volca path. It's good to have stuff like this to fight towards. But for a game that's as developed as Raid, 6 years, right? Like up until GODFORGE comes out, still number 1 game in the genre Raid, right? So before people start hating me in the comments, still the number 1 game.
It is,
because it's so developed. And because, you had the Romanto missions, you have the Maris, there's other stuff that's harder and, kind of blockers. I feel like certain things should be adapted a little bit. Certain things should be changed.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's mainly, for me, it's mainly arena stuff. Like, every time I go back to this experience, and actually, all that is it's a symptom of arena being the most broken thing for a new player. It's not even so much the missions are bad. The arena structure doesn't make sense for a new player, because as soon as you hit gold, it's a terrible experience. And that's been the same, I'd say, for the last couple of free-to-play years that I've done. Unless you're doing what you're doing, which is literally refresh, look for a free win.
Yeah.
The arenas, like, let's just take a look at this, because what you should be able to do as a player is just say, right, I'm going to try and fight some of these. But I would say it's probably impossible for you to win a single fight here.
Yeah, none. Sometimes not even the one-man defenses. Like, I fight 50,000 power, what's his name? Nishak, he kills me. I fight 80,000 power solo, what's his name? Sun Wukong, he kills me. It's like they become so much stronger, those single ones. And if you're one of the people that does that puts a Nishak in Stone Skin, shame on you. I lost to a guy that had a Nishak, like 50k, I should kill him. 2-turn Stone Skin, wipe me.
Yeah.
It's Bronze 2, week 2. So not the first reset, because I started on Monday. Oh no, first reset that I got, I went straight to Bronze 2 in 3v3. That's something people should be doing. It's pretty easy. Doing those fights, and it gets you more gold bars. Really good. I've not been collecting anything apart from the shard and the ancient, but you should start getting Drexar, stop getting the other fragments. Got the 3-star chicken, because thanks for my goal. But 3v3 starts being again, same, just saying one-man team farming and stuff. I did even do live arena. That was funny. I was desperate to get a few more rewards.
This is interesting with live arena. So when I did the free-to-play, I was pushing. I was trying to compete, right? So for me, when I'm in a competitive environment, I really try and like min-max my gameplay, my time, everything like that. And I was doing live arena a lot because you actually get a decent reward here. You get a lot of stuff, especially now they've got the sort of daily reward drop.
That chest, you gotta see this. You might hate me because you're endgame and you might want that, but just go to I have a glove that's dropped from there. That's so juicy.
A gear piece.
Yeah, so it's crit damage, main stat with zeal. Actually, I just go at the bottom at zeal because I think it should be. It's not equipped on anybody. Just the one rolled. I mean, look at that glove.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
I wish I had another piece to pair with it. It's like, damn, double speed, crit rate. Just give me a helmet or something. It's like even the, oh yeah, this is another like point. This is the game's become so complex with so many amazing gear sets and stuff that the game should have already moved in a phase where there should be zero gear removal. It's like that's from my point of view, again, it's counterintuitive to the experience. Just makes me not want to play the game mode. It's kind of the same. These are two things that I believe the main things that would make more people stay from the beginning in Raid is for new player experience, just change two massive things after 6 years of being out. One, free gear removal always. It's like you have plenty of gear sets, right? People are going to have a million things to test out. You're not keeping your people in game, which is one of their main KPIs, by not letting them be able to experiment. And two, just remove the loss of stamina of failing stages. That makes no sense. It's like people are not going to test or try to push content.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And they kind of do it in a different mode, right? So in Doom Tower, you can test all the way, right? So you're constantly testing and it gives you something to do when your energy is low, and that was one of the great things about Doom Tower.
I love it.
But you could do the same. Since you actually have you beaten this boss as well?
Oh yeah, I did beat it. Yep.
How quickly did you beat this boss?
I think it was like 3-4 days ago.
Did you? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, like one of the key things for over here was like the Scarab was a blocker, but Verge's solo was the king.
Yeah.
Verge's solo in a toxic set for Sorath Arbis used Eleanor Rail with her HP burn before I fed her. But if I didn't have that, I would have just tried to kill it with Armiger block revive.
That's brilliant, man. It's very cool, very cool. Well, good luck with your sort of final push.
Thank you.
Like you say, you got 1 day. You've still got a decent amount to do though in a day. Man.
Everything else is easy. I mean, look at what's left.
Yeah,
so
no,
the arena one,
I can see that you should do it as long as you've got enough gems and energy combined.
I've been saving the energy specifically on purpose to save my gems for keys. So gems I'm saving obviously after I finish the arena part. The gems that I'm going to be getting from there, all those gems I'm going to specifically save for buying extra keys for Demon Lord, and the energy I should have plenty of energy to do all those dungeons, right?
Yeah. Okay, man. Awesome. Good luck. World record number 2 coming in month after month. Love that. If you have not already, go and sub to Oddwan. Go and check out if he actually finishes the Arbiter challenge. Are you saying you're going to do it live on stream? Is that your vibe?
Yeah, tomorrow. So tomorrow at a certain point, tomorrow, like I think like 8-9 UTC, I'm going to go live. It's going to be a few hours, of course, of doing this. Actually, you know what? After I finish the arena stuff tomorrow, I'm going to go live.
And just go live. Brilliant. Well, that's very cool. And don't forget, go and check out the other collab we did talking GODFORGE on Oddwan's channel. I'll have that link down below as well. Any final words, dude?
No, it's thank you for having me on. It's been fun doing these challenges, and I'm personally just looking forward to GODFORGE. But yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.